What's going on? It's your boy Connor from the Dolphins Dive. I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. The beginning of training camp has begun today with rookies reporting, so I'm here to break that down today. First and foremost, I just want to give a shout out to this little shirt that I made. If you can tell, it's Mike McDaniel as McLovin. I'm dropping a website with Dolphins merchandise such as this. Should be out within a couple of weeks, so if you're interested in stuff like that, let me know down in the comments below, and I might give one away. Without further ado, I'm going to go into the video. And in today's video, along the lines of rookies reporting, I'm going to break down top 5 rookies to watch for this training camp, who we could see potentially sneak into the roster, who we hope to maybe have a big rookie year. Obviously, the Dolphins had a small draft class. I think we had 3 draft picks or 4 draft picks. 4. We had Tyndall, Ezuchukma, Cameron Good, and Skylar Thompson. 2 of those guys made the list, so I'm going to start it right away. Channing Tyndall, top of my list. Obviously, linebacker from Georgia. I don't know. He's not going to start right away. We have too many vets that have been in the system for too long for him to, I think, get starting reps. But I think he's going to carve himself a role. They're going to give him a small little niche. He's going to work through that and continue to grow and progress. But we just want to see him come out with that extreme athleticism and pop what he's got with him. And we just want to see him flying around the field and hopefully continue to grow and develop into a full-time role. And that's going to take throughout the season. But we just want to see him playing fast and making the right decisions early on in camp. Like I said, I think he's going to be a guy that later in the season makes a big impact, but he's going to carve himself a nice little role earlier on. Second guy who I'm really interested to see, because there's a lot of different roles within the receiver room. Without further ado, it's Ezuchukma. Hard name to pronounce. Obviously, receiver, 4th round pick from Texas Tech. He was drafted. Obviously, receiver wasn't a need, but they still took him in the 4th round. They loved his run after catch ability, which is very, very nice, especially in this offense. He brings a different style in a way than most of these receivers, because if you look at a receiver room, it's a lot of speed / shiftiness, but smaller dudes like Waddle's 5'10", 5'11", Tyreek's 5'10", Lynn Bowden's smaller. Preston Williams obviously provides that size as well. But it'll be interesting to see how he stacks with those guys. He's going to make the roster, just the essence of him being a 4th round pick, but where does he stack along that? Is he number 4 behind Cedric Wilson? Is he 5? Like, where does that... The receiving room is going to be an interesting position that plays out, and that'll play into a further video breaking down camp battles. But I just want to see his explosiveness and how he stacks up with the other NFL receivers in that room. Number 3 has a lot of buzz on Dolphins Twitter. So Quandre White, UDFA out of South Carolina. He fits the system to a T. I was watching Brett Coleman's Dolphins breakdown, and I just watched him in general, especially his draft. And he basically said, so Quandre White will have a ton of success if he goes to a system like the 49ers. And that's what Mike McDaniel has brought to Miami. So he fits the system to a T, but like the receivers, the running back room is also loaded with Chase Edmonds, Mostert, Sony Michel. I know they didn't have the most success, but they were running behind terrible offensive linemen in Myles Gaskin and Savon Ahmed. So it's a big room, but like I said, I think Quandre White's skill set fits this system very well. Like the Niners, the Dolphins are probably going to go through multiple backs. Just the nature of the position, they get hit a lot. So how does he do? Does he sneak his way onto the roster? If not, I don't think he'll make the practice squad, because someone else will scoop him up. But how does he fit? Does he run his way up the depth chart, or does he make the roster? I'm interested to see how it works out. I think he has a skill set that's very beneficial to this scheme. So it'll be interesting to see what Quandre White does. I'm expecting big things too, because he's got a lot of upside. So it's just another guy to watch. Number 4, I've seen a little buzz, but he hasn't gotten the amount that I think is deserved. Kellen Dish from Arizona State, another UDFA in which we prioritize. We gave him a pretty big signing bonus for UDFA. And this is a guy that I think has a good shot to make the roster, especially considering the offensive line play. But he really is a guy that I think can sneak his way into a backup role, if not potentially pushing someone for a starting role, because we know the flaws of Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg. Like I said, this scheme is very beneficial for the offensive linemen, but if they can't get it together, I think Kellen Dish is a guy that you could see come out in training camp and show everyone up and potentially take a starting role. Now, with that said, he's also UDFA, so there's a lot of unknowns, and it'll be interesting to see how he transitions to the league, especially with strength being one of his weaker points. But he's extremely athletic, especially for the position and for the scheme. Like the scheme is very good for athletic guys, especially at guard and tackle. He's coming out of Arizona State as a tackle, but I could potentially, like I said, potentially like a backup guy. I could see him moving to guard and having some success. It'll be interesting to see how the offensive line plays out, because right now we're expecting Armstead, Eichenberg, Connor Williams, Rob Hunt, Austin Jackson, but that could really flip. Like Rob Hunt can maybe go to right tackle. Connor Williams maybe goes to left guard. Now, do I think that happens? No, but you don't know the little things that could switch over the course of training camp. So I think Kellen Dish is a big name to watch as a guy who could potentially play a big role in this offense come week 1. And then last but not least, number 5 on my list, I'm sure you guys have been waiting for the name, Verone McKinley from Oregon, former running mate of Javon Holland. They were both playing together there. And he honestly brings a pretty similar skill set as Javon Holland in terms of the fact that he can play the post, he can play a deep half, he can play in the box. Now, with that said, he's not Javon Holland. There's a reason he went undrafted. And I would say he's not like him in terms of athletic ability. Holland is bigger, faster, stronger. But don't take anything away from McKinley. He's still plenty fast. He can still fit the run. He can still do all those things. I think it's just more of a testament to the freak that Javon Holland is, laying out tight ends and receivers on a weekly basis. But I think this is a guy who's going to make the roster. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out because, like I said, he does play a similar skill set, but how do they want to use him? Because, as you guys know, Dolphins' defense is very role-oriented. Each guy has their own role, and they continue to get more and more on their plate as they continue to have success. So, does Eric Rowe get cut because you would save a decent bit of cap space, or do they bring 4 safeties? It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Once again, it's a little sneak peek at my Dolphin positional battles for training camp. So that's the video. Just breaking down the 5 rookies that I have a lot of excitement for to see how they perform for training camp. I have a couple more training camp videos in mind, probably like honestly 2. Otherwise, I'm just going to be reacting to the news that comes out. But if you guys have any interesting things that you'd like to see, please comment down below. I'm free for all feedback or input. I'm going to continue to build this YouTube channel and post videos consistently about the Dolphins as I'm literally going to quit my job to pursue this. Not specifically, not just the YouTube, but more things involved, just like the website and the shirts. So, like I said, I think this is a pretty funny shirt. So, like I said, if you're interested, comment down below. Hopefully to get this shop up within the month, not July, but within 30-day span. We'll see. I got a couple more designs in mind too that are going to get cooked up, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, we'll catch y'all.